Hello, guys. Um, Welcome back one more time to my YouTube channel. And today we are going to also learn something new. We are going to learn how to form a scale formation. And of course, we are going to learn the major scale that I believe many of you have a clue about. That is right from the solfege. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That is the major scale we are going to learn about today. And let's find out what is a scale. Um, a scale is the sequence or order of notes found in a key of piece in a key of in a key of a piece of music. So that's what a scale is the sequence or order of notes found in a key of a piece of music. I believe, of course, when I talk about sequence, is what I mean order, how things are, you know, come to be about. I've already explained that, but just like that, order. You get what I'm trying to say. Then found a key is like a menu. It's just like a menu whereby you get they give you food and then they give you a menu of food and you have to pick out or select out that you what you want. So it's the same as I'll just give that example as a key. I mean that's it. It's like a menu where you pick different kind of foods. So we are also going to pick different kind of notes as we are going to be making our scale or in simple terms as well as a key in a piece of music. Some of you have seen some cheap music. You know what I'm talking about. But in simple terms, it is just written music. Music that is written down or notes that are written down. I believe I've tried to explain this well. What is a scale? So now let's try to find out the scale, the major scale of course of C, as we can always find out with other notes, but C is always easier to find out because it doesn't have any accidentals or in sharps or in flats. So let's start. We are going to use the longer way because I want to explain. I want us to understand how do we form scale. Let's use the C note. Let's start with. We're going to find out the scale of C. The scale of C. Or as well, key of C, or the major scale of C, and or the major key of C. Still, it's the same thing almost. So now, what you do to form the major scale, you make sure that you write the notes from C up to C. Now, from do up to do, all the notes that are in between, you write them. Then I'm going to show you what we can do next. Right. We have C sharp, D, D sharp, we have E, then you go to F, F sharp, then you go to G, G sharp, then you go to A sharp, Then you go to B. Finally, you go back to C. Please, if you don't know what these signs mean, you can go back to my YouTube channel and you check out what sharp is. That's an accidental. And how it all comes to be like this. If you really don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going, you can always go back to my YouTube channel. About knowing accidentals. Now, the formula of finding, now we have the formula of finding the major scale. And the formula of finding the major scale is formula of finding the major scale equals to two whole knots a half, then three whole knots a half. Or there's such a thing that has always been written: W, W, H, W, 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 H. I believe some of you at least have an acquaintance with this, which means a whole, or a tone, a semitone and a half, a whole, all a tone, and then a half or a semitone. So that is the formula of finding the major scale. If at least you've watched this before, you know what I'm talking about. Now, this is what it is. If you really don't know where this whole and a half is coming from, still you go back to my YouTube channel and then you find out what is a semitone and what is a tone. That's a whole step or a half step. Then now, so we are now going to start and find out the notes that actually, you remember the thing I told you that a key is like a menu? Of course, the definition is there. Please, you can go and check out for the definition. But I want to make it simple for us. And remember what I told you? Like key. Yeah. So now, we are going to select out our what? Our notes that actually that are going to form our major scale. So, we are starting from here up to here. That's a whole step. Then from here up to here, that's a whole step still. You see? Then a half step. From here up to here, that's a what? A whole, right? Because now we've already made whole, a half. Then we are starting now, whole, a half. We have already made one. Then this is the second, third, then a half. And always to prove yourself right, you have to make sure that you actually go back to the same note that you started with. This is the do note, but what differs is the pitch, and still this is the do note. So now we are going to select out our notes that actually we have put arrows on, and then there we are done. We shall be done with forming our major scale. So what happens? You come and write. You have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C. So you see that? This is the major scale of C. And actually, these are 8 notes that form, or the 7, of course, 7 different notes that form the major scale. And this is why it is all derived from the solfege. Then what happens? What we do, you give them their solfege, or you give them their solfege. I think let's write down here. Then what I do, this is a do, of course, a re, a mi, a fa, a so, a la, a ti. Then you go back to your Though, then what happens, still, to make work simple, you give them numbers. So let's try to give them numbers. I think let me write the numbers up down here. I wanted to put them up here. But is what? Some work. Let me put the numbers here. Then what happens? You give this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So please just know one thing, that as you're doing music, as you're growing in music, it's really something very fundamental or good to use the number system, because it makes work easy. So make sure that actually, as we have done it, I want you to also help me. Let me give you homework. You make sure that you find out the major scale of F and a major scale of G. Please make sure that you find out that also as well. I mean, just use the formulas that we have used. And if you really don't know what I've been talking about, please go back to my YouTube channel. You try to find out at least where holes and halves are coming from. That is a topic of semitones and tones. And then if you don't know that's the notes that we have in music, still you can go back to my YouTube channel. You can find out. But in other words, that's it. And this is the formula of finding the major scale. Thank you so much, guys. I believe this is going to be beneficial to you in your music career, your music journey, and let's meet in the next episode. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Let's meet in the next episode. And in the next episode, we shall get to see how this practically works. Bye for now. Let's meet.